right, so here we have more updates for May. Okay, this is the part 2. Thank you so much, subscribers and volunteers. And the subscribers that want to help us, please help us. You can help typing, you can help contacting people. 10 sentences with 10 links sent on emails and social media, and talk to neighbors, family, friends, and co-workers. Thank you so much for cooperation. And also with school principals and your business owners, okay, where you work at. Thank you. Let's share work. So if you don't know yet, this is a plan for us to have an international complete constitution for all countries, the same with all rules and guidelines, including for children, parents, teachers, business owners, everyone. Great. We see you soon. Alright, so here we have updates for the poster board that you're making for your meetings, right? With the basics. So that's the complement for this paper here. This first special meeting, second special meeting that is 4 couples gonna do, for them to have the 10 couples approved in 4 or 8 weeks, more or less, right? The best as possible. So you need a poster board with the basic items. And the other thing, so you're gonna write the title, the subjects that you're gonna go over, those subjects right here. So you have to put those subjects and point them, number them and point them when you change the subject for each one. You have to put those items there. And also the email, you also write those topics at your email or the printing letter, okay? That's very important. So do not put the paper, if you're making your own poster board, you have the pieces of paper and you're gonna glue them to a cardboard or, something like that, that's okay. Or just another thin paper that you already have, that's fine, okay? Glue them horizontally as I'm showing here. Do not glue, that is the right way, because that's plenty of space. Do not do them the other way around, all right? Okay, very good, and we see you soon. All right, if you don't have enough plates for fruits, vegetables, serving plates, use little bigger ones, that's fine, until you have proper platters that the side is up here and not almost flat. Okay, so keep the strongest, the thick ones, right? For a few things, for decoration, some fruits on special days, that's okay. You see here, all right? So the thick ones, as I'm showing here, see? They are breakable, but until you get the new ones, keep some, keep 10, for special occasions, such as Sunday brunch, right? I think that's a good opportunity. And for meetings where the children are present, avoid them, use plastic, okay? All right, so we're doing really great. Let's go over a few more updates. So the first one is this. So here, owners that have business in many different cities or different countries already changed the name and give to these 4 chosen couples, that married couples. Try ahead the best you can, call the manager in charge or the director in charge, check the cameras, just do the best you can, because some people have too many, such as Walmart, such as Target. Some have too many. So make a basic rules and guidelines, ask the person in charge to, choose, or you get a team of 20 people gonna help you to choose, make a plan, whichever according to reality, other ideas already gave, and follow through, okay? So, because those 4 couples gonna be organizing for the 10 department director couples. So need to have 4. And you already pass everything to them. The rights change the name, so you won't have big chain companies anymore in different cities, in different countries, okay? All right, change the name of those supermarkets, those department stores, whichever it is, and give to these 4 people with an agreement that in up to 8 weeks they will give the 10 department directs. Write it down the best you can. Listen the videos, write it down, and send to everybody the same. The items they have to go over, right? And you as the owner can already lay off those that, smoke too much, those get too many breaks, go outside to smoke all the time, according to your reality. Because some people, that's the workers, type of workers they have. Do the best you can and already send the information to the person in charge, that manager, the director, because it's going to be easier for them to say, oh, that's the owner decided. So you can still keep the main owner until the 10 department directors assume position. That will be even better, right? So make an agreement with the 4 couples, ask the manager director to help you to choose these 4 helping couples, but you're still the owner until the final day where the 10 department directors will be approved. If you check their paperwork, so get 20, 40 people to help you, to check the paperwork that those applying couples. Okay? Great. Now one more. Yes, we are going to do relay races. So here's a few that's for sure we can do it. Wooden egg on a spoon. We can do that. We can even paint eggs in different colors, Right now we can even paint them with the paint we already have. So if they fall on the ground, it will be easy to see which child lost an egg. Right? In the future we can paint them with natural dyes. So the spoon can't be too big and comfortable for that egg. So sometimes somebody gonna drop one or another, right? Because you need winners. Hula hoops, we already have plenty of them. If we take care of them, they're gonna last for decades. And in the future, we can make them with natural fiber. Dress up. Dress up would be, for example, 2 pieces of clothes only. That can be a shirt they're going to put on the top of their shirt. And for example, a pair of socks or shorts they're going to put on the top of their shorts. No pants, okay? Something simple, That one will be good for little kids that are learning how to dress up. So they can practice during the whole month, during the whole semester. Oh, Mom, I think they're going to... Or you tell them, oh, my boy, oh, my son, oh, my daughter. I think they're going to have that dress up with 2 or 4 pieces of clothes, because if you have a shirt, shorts, and socks, that will be 4 pieces, okay? So they can practice during the whole month and the whole semester for the end of the month, for example, the end of the semester. See the winners who dress up first and run 10 meters, 20 meters, okay? All right. Carry water in a cup, So which partner, right, pairs, gonna arrive with the most water. So you have 2, and you can do like they have the couples. That's good for any age, elementary and up, They have to carry the cup together, so they're gonna be walking fast sideways, something like that. We're gonna give more details after. The wheelbarrow carry partner. So first the ladies carry the man leg, and then the other way around, right? The man will hold their lady legs, okay? And then they see who is the winner couple for females standing and who will be the couples for the male standing. That's a funny one. We can do it as well. We can call wheelbarrow or even chicken legs, because one leg is up, or just keep as wheelbarrow, that's fine. But those are a few. Okay, so here I already post a video like that. I just want to be really clear. Will be concrete stairs for the city side, this video I post the stairs. I drew the stairs here, and these stairs gonna be here. Removable wooden stairs for the woods side. And here's the limit line. Yes, we're gonna have walls, maybe 1 meter thick walls all the way in all continents. We have plenty of concrete. Let's get it done, okay? And yes, their base really strong, also maybe 2 or 4 meters deep, depending on the area, if it's sand or if it's rock. Okay, great. Let me see here what else. So everyone, for the teachers' conference, also they need to do their biography, 2 pages, biography typed, number 8, with the title number 18, okay? All right. And they also, the whole family need to do drawings, 4 different drawings. And for the teachers, I'm gonna tell you what the topic gonna be. And for the couples applying to be department directors, there's 4 drawings per person, 5 years old and older. Now it's not 8 anymore, it's 5 years old and older. Go there to the Rules and Guidance for Teachers Conference, and you're going to have more details about that, okay? Great. So that is for Teachers Conference. All right? Okay. So here is done. Now, for this, because I talked about the sexual abuse, I put the numbers here in Florida, which I believe they're true because many are not even, authorities don't even know about them. For Florida and also for United States, the general numbers, 28% are sexually abused. Yes, I believe that in one way or another, sometime on their lives, from 0 to 17 years old, before they turn 18 years old. Yes, I believe that. The numbers are really a lot in this country, in the United States. Some other countries are other problems, right? But I just want to be clear. And in some other countries, like they get the wives, the females, underestimated. They don't work, they don't study. So many countries have many different problems. I just want to make awareness of that, because we have to be kind. When we receive people, we have no idea about their past. Maybe they're coming from, they have great past years in their lives. Maybe not. Maybe they're in refugee camps for years, that they feel imprisoned there. Maybe they were in jail themselves. Maybe they didn't have water, they didn't have food. Maybe they live on the streets. So be kind. When you see someone arriving, be kind. Don't get too close. Don't ask too many details about their lives, but be kind. Smile, always a half smile. Don't come too excited, or too happy. Have a gentle voice. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. And then you already see them for 2 or 4 days, a week or 2 weeks. Hey, how you doing? So pay attention how they respond to you. Because some people, they get shy. They are afraid of others they don't know, So we don't want to blame them, because we have many different realities, even in the same city, in the same school, right? Okay? All right. And if you're the one arrive in a different neighborhood, arrive in a different city, a different country, a different job, pay attention. Bite your tongue first, right? Yes, say good greetings. Hi, always a half smile. But don't start talking too much or say, show that you know everything, okay? Because others might not like it. Be quiet, because maybe you're there. Maybe you're going to be one of the department directors. They're just testing you with a simple position, for example, right? Maybe, we don't know. Maybe not. But arrive and pay attention how others do, and yes, you can show that you're good, you can show that you're polite, you're respectful, and then keep going, okay? All right. But pay attention, be careful. What else I can say? So yes, we always gonna clean the main canals of the river and the path from the main canal until the authorized docks. That's the word I didn't have, because they're not going to be called ports. Ports are for ships. Those gonna be for boats, fishing boats or tour boats, right? We can have very small ones. They go across the river, come back, authorized, simple ones, colorful, everyone gonna know where they are. They go, come back. In a special vacation days, a special or Saturday and Sundays, right? Holidays, okay? All right, they're gonna call docks, fishing docks or park docks, okay? They're docks. All right, and yes, they can go across the river, come back to have fun. So these lines always gonna be clear. We're gonna still have people digging the main line. The main line always gonna have the green light signs on the sides. So we're gonna make now made out of concrete, maybe 2 or 4 meters above sea level for I think like posts, right? Maybe 1 meter, 1 square meter all around, maybe 2 meters above sea level for the simple ones. And for special ones, every now and then, or when it comes to a big bridge, and then 4 meters, for the special ones. Close to bridges or something, 4 meters above ground, or 1 per county or something like that, because it will be good, because the ties, they go up and down. So the small ones, 2 meters above level, and maybe 1 per county, 4 meters above level. All right, very good. One more information. So let's see one more update here. Everyone with any position, leading position for more than 4 years, 4 years of leading position, cannot apply to be leaders again. The department direct cannot apply to do that. Gonna find something else to do, okay? Because there are many, they can teach, they can do anything else, but not be one of the 10 department directs. I think 4 years, it's reasonable, because to give opportunity to other people, because some people in leadership for 10, 20 years, so let's give opportunity to others. All right, so here's another update. Any leader, I mean manager, owners, right? Leaders, school principals, directors, any leader of more than 10 years at work need to move to 2 counties further away, north, south, east, west, whichever it is, okay? By the organization launching day the best as possible, before the organization launching day. Why? To renew, meet different people. Let's do 5 years, 4 years as well. Everything, let's do 4, okay? 4 and 4. Okay, now here I have one more. Every family that did not move for the last 20 years need to move to 2 counties further away, east, west, north, south, anywhere. Why? For people to meet, see different things, right? At least 2 counties further away. But the best will be another state, another area for these 10 years. Because after 10 years, people can move, if they're going to deserts now, they're going deserts later, they're going, gather points for after or gather points for now, okay? But I think that's reasonable. If they didn't move the last 20 years, let's move. Or even 10 years, right? 10 years the same location. 10 or 20, we let you know afterwards. Just be ready, because important. I know what. If people already move a lot, then can be move only if they stay at the same location 20 years. But if they didn't move much for the other years of their life, and then will be 10 years, okay? All right, here we have some more updates, and we are done with one more. Here it is. In English, also have all your annual receipts. Which ones? Rental. The most as possible, up to 10 years. Most as possible, or mortgage or deeds. Try to have everything in English as soon as possible. Utility bills. Which ones you use in your city? Just try your best for the last 10 years. No. Utility, I think the last 2 years. Yeah. Because, of course, the company in any country gonna cancel. Unless people did bad connection, that's something else. If neighbors complain about a person doing connections, illegal connections of electricity or anything else, that's something else. They can make a complaint, a video complaint. All right. So, rental, deed, or mortgage, 10 years. Utility bills, 2 years. Work ladder, since you started, but 10 years. Yes, last 10 years. So go to all the jobs you have now, all the jobs you had before, up to 10 years. Okay? And your school documentation, school or university, last degree. Just a ladder, And if you have the transcript, oh well, we're gonna get even more points for everything since first grade. Okay? So, since first grade. Just try, right? But of course, if you don't have the up to high school, it's okay, because some people already are doing masters, PhD, if they're official organization, so people will guess the rest, right? But if you have everything separately, that is even better, ladder from that school. Yes, name of the student, father, mother, study here, this grade, from this year to that year, from this grade to that grade. Done. You don't need transcripts that are more than 10 years old. Okay, let's get transcripts up to 10 years old. Okay, I think that's really reasonable. Transcripts up to the last 10 years of education, right? Because some people did masters 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, So just do the best you can, because every point does count. In English, I'm just talking about all this in English. Great. All right, let's see which other update we got here. We got this. So, when you pass on the street, going to work, going to study, bring your kids to school, pray for people. Pray. Pray for some neighbors that are grumpy, for them to move out or for them to be kind. Whichever you believe is the best. Pray for jails to close, for people to already introduce the program and start going home. Pray for assisting living, for them to close down. And then what you can say, for places to close down, really negative places and easy to close down, such as assisting living, what you gonna say? No clients, no workers. No clients, no workers. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Improving our humanity. So you're gonna make the sign of a cross. Peace and love, peace and love. No clients, no workers, no clients, no workers. Peace and love, peace and love. That's how you're going to pray. For gas stations, for people that have cars, you don't need a car. Peace and love, peace and love. You don't need a car. You don't need a car. You can walk, you can walk. Or you can bike, So start praying for people in your neighborhood, your own city, places you walk. All right? Okay, the other update is this one. Sunday, we're not going to have early breakfast. We're only going to have brunch from 11 to 1 p.m. That's it. Brunch with protein, so people can really sleep well Sunday, or get up slowly, take their time. Okay, so they can sleep till 8 or 9 o'clock, because we're going to work a lot during the week and also on Saturday. So we give time for Sunday morning for families to sleep a bit more or get up slowly or talk a little bit, with the elders, if they already woke up or no. So we're gonna have 4 eating teams here, 4 eating groups, 30 minutes each. So they have about 25 minutes to eat, and 5 minutes transition time, clean up the tables or wash their dishes. And, I think that will work, all right? So people are not going to eat too much because people are going to be healthy, eating really healthy, a lot of vitamin, minerals, raw salads, and a protein, okay? And for dinner, the same way, dinner will be 5 to 7. So it's 2 hours opening for lunch, for brunch, and 2 hours opening for dinner. No morning snacks and no afternoon snacks for Sunday. Because as I said, we're going to focus on rest. People can sleep in the afternoon and in the morning go for a park close by or go to the pool in the morning. In the afternoon they can nap after lunch, whichever they want. Okay? That's authorized, of course. All right, here we have this one more athlete. All right, one more. So you have someone, when you make your video, sorry, this is start over here. When doing your short videos for your YouTube family and business account, your channels that you're making, so you're gonna put there peace and love, first your last family name, and then peace and love organization, okay? So, last name, city, state, because it's going to be too many families. So, here, last name, city, county or state. No. State, county, state, country. And then peace and love organization. Okay, all right, hopefully gonna fit all these words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because you have to put, no, just peace and love organization. You don't have to put peace and love international organization. So gonna be 8 words. All right, so let's go over. Let's see your family last name, here, because many families gonna have the same last name. The neighborhood, no. Apartment number. I think that's the best. So last family name, apartment number, because for sure that's not going to match. If you have a family with the same apartment number on the other building, the building across the street, for example, can easily move. Okay, all right. And then the county, the city, the county, the state, country, and peace and love organization. 8 words, 9. So will be 10. Just abbreviate, put international like that, because we don't want 9. We want 8 or 10. International, abbreviate, organization. So peace and love international organization. Organization can abbreviate as well. All right, so when you're doing these short videos, you're going to put at your YouTube account or at the Peace and Love YouTube, new YouTube, what you're going to do? You have to have on a background, I already told the teachers, but I'm repeating because this is very important. Have someone pass and agree with someone, different all the time. So your neighbors, right? Okay, a couple, or children, or teens, or they say something, hi, how you doing? But not too close to your cell phone, right? You just wave, it's time, you wave to them with your hands, wave to that person, or say, hey, call their name. Okay, we're gonna start soon, I'm gonna wave, okay. All right, so they're gonna be looking that 1 minute or so. As soon as you wave, and then they're gonna say, hi, how you doing? But not to you, to someone else. So in the background, there always going to be someone passing and a type of noise, a different noise. Someone walking or someone playing a song on their own cell phone, such as a neighbor close by that's working at the garden close to you. No, Saturday, no. Saturday, someone singing. Okay, but other moments, other videos can have someone playing instrumental song on their cell phone or also singing. Okay, all right. That's important. Have something on the background, because nowadays people can do so many different things with videos. So we want to do the best we can with rules and guidelines so people won't do fake videos. Forbidden to do fake videos, forbidden to change voice, it's forbidden to add drawings, to add those little, these little images of any type, okay? All right, thank you, very good. One more update. Let's go to this one now very quick. So the good games for children where parents have their residential community meetings. So I said a few. I said puzzles, right, up to 20 large pieces, not that mini pieces, but the large pieces such as 5 by 5 centimeters. You can also bring a basket for them to build a city with some wooden blocks, little wooden trees, up to 5 or 10 centimeters, little wooden people, that very simple people, okay. But no train tracks and no pine cones for the city, okay? All right? And you can say, oh, you want to build a city, And these blocks gonna have some different shapes, of course. Can be in color, some color and some natural color, not only natural, because it's good to have some colors. Well, we already have them anyways. Okay, but no train tracks and no pine cones, and no mini pieces or marbles or little rocks or little shells. So we don't want anybody to sleep. Pay attention. It's forbidden to have mini pieces. So have colorful things. They have to stay on the place you designate to be the safest, very close to their parents, and done. Okay? For everyone 4 years old and older, up to 10 years old, they can make a drawing. I'm going to talk in a minute. So you can have memory cards. They can play on the floor or the children's table. If they're harmonious, drawings, of course, because there are many games they can play with them, right? Okay, they can have those number cards or animals. It's okay. For now, it's okay. Use what you have until we have our new ones. Domino is easy for any age, if 4 years old and older. Plush blocks or plush animals for 0 to 2 years old, the plush ones. They're going to stack the blocks, or stack the blocks will be the best. All right, also not many pieces that they can put on their mouth. No bottles, parents need to feed them ahead of time, every infant. Drawing, you're going to be at the table. So if you're inside, if you're outside, establish a table. Get a container like this, small, shallow, but with a border with all crayons there, different colors. Okay, bring some paper, ready, write their names before they start, and see how many fit comfortably at that table you have, 4, 6. They stay there for about 30 minutes, then you get another group. So the children 4 to 10 years old, they can be 1 hour doing all these things, or even helping their brothers, sisters, that are little, helping to babysit so the parents can pay attention on the meeting, but looking at their kids as well. And 1 hour doing those things, and 1 hour they go to the meeting, because it's important for everyone 6 years old and older, enjoy the meeting a little bit, learn how to sit down, how to be quiet, practice, don't go to the bathroom, they go before, you have to practice. If it's really an emergency, yes, the bathroom is available, but you have to remind the parents they lose points. Otherwise, going to start everything all over, everyone going to the bathroom and go, going to stop that. Diapers only up to 2 years old for now, okay, until the organization launching day for 1 year or so, up to 2 years old, diapers okay. All right? Okay? So, and you ask them, do they have reusable diapers or disposable diapers? Or you already put on the email, please bring your child with reusable diapers. And if they get dirty, that baby gonna be dirty for those 2 hours, because parents cannot leave, they lose points. Leave the baby dirty. That's okay, right? Because if they're eating healthy, they're breastfeeding healthy, everything is fine. It's not going to have a red butt or anything like that. They're going to be healthy, everything going to be fine. Just talk to them ahead. Don't give too much water, all right? And remember, they don't, if the morning team gonna eat their lunch afternoon, after 11 or afternoon, depends, because you have one group 8 to 10, another group 10 to noon, okay? The 4 couples, so you set up, the family's gonna know as well. All right, next update. Residential community in the streets of commercial plaza. So if it's not working, that people are not respecting for a residential community or for a plaza, they still bringing their cars, their vehicles, and they're not the drop-off special van, put a tire shredder in this entrance, or a very strong gate, with only people can walk, all right? And the van gonna stop outside. The authorized van, of course, not going to pass through this gate or through this shredder. Or you open the gate of this commercial plaza only when the vans arrive. They honk, beep beep, and then the person in charge that already expecting them at that time open the gate only for that delivery van. That is once a week, not every day. It's once a week for commercial plazas. You can have different vans, yes, one for food, one for clothes, right? Until the organization launching day, yes. Okay, maybe the trash was not canceled yet, the recycle bins were not canceled yet, that's okay. But you already know the time those vans gonna come, open the gate for them and close the gate for them. All right, so put strong gates and everything gonna be fine. Yeah, avoid the tire shredder. But if needed, that's what we're gonna use in the future, in avenues, roads. If people are not listening, if they're not caring, they're not trying, we're gonna put them in roads, and the vans gonna know which days, they're gonna be there, right? Which times they're gonna be there, okay? And those that you threw away, right there, we're gonna have those too for people that don't listen, yes. So they're gonna be people, hired people to do. When they see someone coming, they right through away. They're made out of like a metal that is flexible, so they threw away, look like ropes. You threw and you cover the entire street, so the car that is coming, or the motorcycle, if they don't pay attention and they're gonna have their tire shredded right there. Because we have to do something, right? So that's what they're gonna be. Don't have them at residential communities because people are gonna still biking or at the sidewalk. But this we can do. We threw them away right when the car is really close by. They calculate their speed, calculate through them. They can be hiding behind trees, can be hidden behind something. All right? Yes, we're going to use anywhere in any country that's needed. Okay, if you do shredders in commercial plazas, remember you need to make a sign for people that are using bikes, authorized bikes, or for those delivering vans. Make a big sign, 1 meter by 1 meter, okay? All right, attention, that's what you're going to write in English. Attention, tire is shredder here, and make an arrow, whichever side, to the right or to the left, okay? That shredder is posted, it's located. Right here, okay, towards where it's gonna go. Okay, all right, here's one more update. Let's see next. So I already said we're not going to have WhatsApp and everything, but I forgot to say that. If you send an email to someone, the first thing next day you ask that person, Did you get my email? Don't be shy. You have to ask. Of course, give 2 hours for them to check their email. If it's a Monday, Tuesday, right? If you just sent last night, you will wait 2 hours. And then at lunchtime, you ask that person who you send the email to the teachers, or a teacher sending to parents, or parents sending to school, or parents, residents sending to these 4 couples, or these 4 couples sending to the applying 10 department directors. That might be 20, might be 40. So make sure. Why? Because I got many emails lost. Don't even know how it happened. If we're neighbors that try to hack me, mean people, we don't know what's going on in this humanity, right? Some people are mean as mean can be. So make sure, and you also test. If you have elders with cell phone, test, send them an email. It's working, yes, okay. So then you send, and always keep a copy at your Google Docs. Do not keep a copy only at your sent list, okay? Because in the future, I believe from the organization launching day on, every new email gonna be forbidden to delete, and it's mandatory to have the new email, as we already said, okay? For records, keep if we need. Yes, you were mean on that letter. No, I was not. I was kind. So, for people to check what they're reading. When you read something, don't judge. Try to read again. Don't say words, oh, that's intimidating. Or, oh, he's trying to get my job. Or she's trying to go above me. Or, don't do that. Don't go there. The first impression is not so good. Read again. Try to read with the kindest feelings as possible. Give to your spouse to read, read again, okay? Not to other people, just mostly your spouse or your parents living with you, okay? So that's important. Yes, I did. Okay, no, I did not. All right, so I'm going to send you again. So for up to 6 months from the organization launching day, change passwords of your community. I think I already said that in one video, right? And use simple words that's easy for who? Married couples to know, not teenagers or young adults to know. So they won't ever think of getting their parents or grandparents' cell phone to go hidden by the pool or anywhere, right? Or even at their own homes or bathrooms to use internet for anything else. Okay? All right. And they also have to cancel, they have to figure out and cancel YouTube accounts they open, emails they open. Here in Florida, even schools have the students with emails. That's not right. So they have to close. The students are going to have to figure out. Elementary students, middle school, high school students need to figure out and close any account they may have. Okay? All right, because nowadays, even 18 years old can have even debit card, credit card. It's crazy. They have investments. They have to close down everything. Okay? All right. And any membership they may have, and insurance, car insurance they may have, they have to cancel. Everyone that's not married needs to cancel this. We are not giving new driver license to anybody right now for 2 or 4 years. 4 years. Who has it does have. Who does not have cannot apply anymore. Okay? After the organization launching, there's going to be a lock on new driver's license and driving classes. I think up to 4 years. After that, we're going to establish if we need more or not, which counties, which countries, so younger people can apply. Married younger people that have 2 kids. Everything is with 2 kids. Okay? All right. Simple words. What simple words going to be? Start very simple, because in the beginning, people are going to have their brain filled of stuff. So if 1 month you can do the street name, the other month you can do the number of the office. The other month you can do, the name of the department one last family name. Department 1. Who is the department approved department director? Okay, that family last name. And then in another month, you can do the department 4 or 8th couple, approved couple, department director. And then one month you can get a fruit tree that you have a lot, or the other way around, a fruit tree that you don't have too much. Okay, I'm just giving some examples. But if you have very smart teens and young adults and even children, right, you're not going to do any of those words I just told you here, if you believe they heard this video. Okay? All right, so teachers, pay attention. Do not give this video for your students, 4th grade and above to listen. So if you're a parent listening to this, or teacher or principal listening to this video right now, already aware the teacher. Say, look, this is the video. They cannot listen with basic ideas, because we want to be good with parents, grandparents that are going to have their mind full of things to remember, to do, to learn, and practice. Okay? All right, very good. Okay? You can also do a date, such as the year that community started, the year the community was built, or 2 years after that day, or 2 years before that, so just some ideas. Okay, very good. That's one more update. So let's go over here. We are not going to have cards for students like this one here from our account. We're not going to have that. We're going to have that complete page, 1 page per student. So teacher is going to have a notebook. Just put in alphabetical order according to their first name or last name, whichever you think is easiest. Okay? All right? So let's do according to their last name. Let's do last name. Okay? Last name. So, and you can make little tabs like this one, here. You can make little tabs for just 4 tabs, according to the whole alphabet. So just going to be easier instead of doing the entire alphabet. Have that notebook, 4 tabs, divide more or less all the letters for 4 tabs, and you're done. Okay? All right, let's see. I have one more update here. Already have your all annual receipts in English. Oh, I already talked about that, right? The ID, birth certificate, marriage certificate, divorce. Divorce? Yes, divorce as well is needed. Okay, if you're not married again, the divorce counts. It's important. But if it's more than 2 years ago, it's not needed. Okay, if you're already married again and your divorce is more than 2 years old, you don't need that because you're already married again. Okay, so the school records already explained about this. Let me see here what else. If you have any ice cream, yes, okay, use them. Of course, if they're not 98% of hydrogenated fat and sugar, it's okay, give. Give to who? The children, the teens that are not ADD kids or teens, right? And of course, not to anyone more than 25 years old to avoid diabetes and everything. If you have it your own house, it's up to you if you're going to eat. If it's closed, you can give to the clubhouse. If it's open, you eat and done and wash, okay? All right, so the rest I already talked about. So if you have instant coffee, use first. If you have anything, use the worst first. The other thing I didn't talk about, the repellent, mosquito repellent. I talked about the sunblock, but I didn't talk about the mosquito repellent. Some are homemade. So pay attention. If they're still useful or not, use them one day. 1 or 2 families have an idea if they're still good and block mosquitoes or they don't work. Okay? All right? And as soon as possible, plant a lot of citronella, plant a lot of different herbs. And when you arrive, that's what you're going to do. The couple in charge going to go clockwise on the garden. They are in charge to do that. So you can have the same garden, many different circles, right? Always clockwise. Already have their name established for the whole month. Who gonna be doing what? So what they're gonna be doing? They're gonna be passing on those plants, you know, that sometimes not really round like that. Maybe it's straight, right? Maybe it's a square, maybe it's a rectangle. All right, so but they go clockwise. They're gonna be rubbing those herbs so the scent will come out. So every day before they start the activity, or right that first few minutes, the first 5-10 minutes of those activities at school, residential community, Saturday work outside, right, for anything. You know, if they have mosquito in the area, they already go around and rub. If they don't, such as winter time, they're gonna practice Monday and Wednesday and already rub those herbs that they have, okay? Don't have to cut. They just pass and rub them and the scent gonna, so they're practicing for winter time, okay? And if it's summer, if they have mosquitoes, they already do it, okay? The other thing I have to talk, so one more update gone. We're doing really great and fast. How efficient we are. Okay, so the other thing you have to check are the bees. All right, so if you're planting food, any food, you know, unless you just need the leafy greens. But if you want to have fruits, or if you want to have flowers, or, you know, make sure you have bees, friendly bees. Do prayers for them to come. If they don't come, you go call farmers, call people, you know, to share, okay? So if you're not moving 6 months, 4 months, 6 months, yes, get the bees, okay? Let's do 4 months. If your community, if you're not moving out, the whole community, right, in up to 4 months, have them. Even that the plan is to demolish your community in 6 months, for example. That's still worth it. Why? Because everyone's going to be learning with that. You know, have them at school. But if the school is not really safe, not much room, have them in a residential community. Or have them at the park, or have them at the restaurant nearby, whichever, of course, is a safe location. You have to see if they're friendly. Can you grab them with your hands after you do some prayers? Or you need all these clothes and all these gloves, and then you don't want them really too close. So you have to see how they are. The most friendly in English, we are saying that is the European. For decades we say that, European bees. And now they're saying Italian bees. I don't know why, but that's how they're saying right now. But for the last 20, you know, my dad used to work with bees for many, many years. You know, about 2 decades he was working with bees. So he always say the friendly bees are the European bees. That's how they called in Brazil. And the African bees were the ones that got hurt, you know, the not friendly ones, right? Okay? So it is worth it. Get your bees. If you're there for more than 4 months or more, yes, get the bees. To start learning, to start practicing, to start pollinated. You know, even the grass have flowers. We need those flowers. Okay? All right, great. Now, let's say a few words about the family table flowers. All right. So you're gonna put that on your table, your family table, and I'm gonna show you now how you're gonna do it. Okay? So you're gonna get something that is you have the most in your area, right? You have a big abundance of it. All right? So I got a few just to show you here. So here's some different types of grasses. So I got this. This is from a small tree, but this is grass. This little purple one is grass. This white one here is grass, weeds, right? This is the Mexican bush that we trim at our residential community garden here, the Golden Gate, you know, that we just trimmed last Tuesday. So this bud was open. I didn't want to keep 3 things here, so I put this little one here because they don't last that long standing up, but like this in the water they will stand for more days. And so this a little bit purple, right, is the same as that, but they're closed. You see this one there, almost white. This one, and yeah, that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I got 4 because this is a little tree. Okay, so you can go for a walk and get what you have in your neighborhood. Okay, you can do that if you don't have too many at your own residential community, that's fine. Everything that is up to 1, for this reason, everything that's up to 1 meter from the pedestrian sidewalk, you can take little pieces like that. You see they're what, about 5 centimeters long. Okay, so every Sunday is the day you're gonna put something new at your table with a small placemat, you know, around. Have a bowl because, you know, I put too many here. It's not to have like that. Just have 1 or 2, or just have like that, 1 or 2. Okay, because you have to remember some communities have hundreds of apartments, so 1 or 2, you know. So you will have just like that, for example, and pay attention which one you're grabbing, the ones that the bees are not going to. Okay, all right. The other thing that I have to say, it's every family gonna have flashcards, you know, cut. The whole flashcards with the words from Monday to Sunday, and they also gonna have flashcards, one for each month of the year. So every day they change that card because we're not going to have that wooden blocks right now. So they the whole day, you know, before they leave to work or to study, they put the proper card with the proper month and day of the week. Okay? All right? For us to know, because every house gonna still have those mini cameras in all countries. Not in the bathrooms, but yes, on the children's bedroom and living rooms, okay? Not at the married couple's bedroom, we're also not going to keep. But the cameras will still recording if needed, you know. If we see that something doesn't seem right, or if we get a complaint from anybody, from their own family or from the neighbors, we have the cameras to check, okay? Because that's the only way, my friends. Because some people try to get rid of the cameras. They don't know where they're located, right? Those mini invisible cameras, they're somewhere, everywhere, right? Inside, outside the house, even on the roof, on the ceiling, on the floor, everywhere, right? But we don't know exactly where they are. But we're gonna keep recording them in all countries, okay? And people are gonna pass the rights of those recordings to the Peace and Love organization, because that's the only way we're gonna, you know, have a reorganization. Also, with that, what's needed with the with our cameras recording, okay? All right? So the other thing, if you have, you know, for example, here at our kitchen, you know, this window is broken, so we have to keep a can there. Believe that? Even that windows here in Florida is free to be replaced if they're more than 5 years old. For sure this one is more than 5 years old. They don't open or close easily. Need 2 people to hold and put a can there. So that's how we have. Anyways, so if it's too hot air, or, you know, if it's we want more air, we can't have it. That's it. But what I want to say, if you have, you know, the pedestrian sidewalk, you see here right there, you know, so because some bedrooms also have the window facing this way, just do the best you can. Put the blinds down, right, and not only the curtain, because the blinds are more stable, you know, the plastic blinds like this are more stable, firm, because you have a married couple right there, okay? You do not put the children in the front room like that. Keep them safe, because it's better you, the married couple, to be more exposed to people passing right there. I'm going to show you how it is, instead of have the children through this bedroom. So I'm going to show you right here. So you see here my kitchen. So this is my kitchen. I just closed the blinds right there. So it's right here at the pedestrian sidewalk. People walk right here. And this is one bedroom. So do not ever put children or teens right at the bedroom, because you don't want them to get out, push that screen, mosquito screen, and be walking here. You don't want that. And you don't want new people that you don't know to get in, okay? Lock those windows if you have any doubt. Before you go to work, before you go to schools, you lock them. You close them entirely and lock them, okay? If you're in the first floor, for sure you're gonna do. If it's in the second floor, of course, where people pass. Okay, so you do all that. So now let me say a few words about the porch. So if you're on the first floor, you have to close entirely before you go to school or to work. If you're on the second floor and above, and then you're going to see according to reality, because, most of the countries should be okay. And even now that people know that they can relax, they don't have to steal to get food, they don't have to be mean to anybody. Everybody going to have everything, right? But for safety reasons, pay attention on what's going on at your neighborhood, and then even on the second floor, I'm here on the second floor. And then you're going to do what? You're gonna pay attention, right? If you lock the doors, or not. So here we have this door. You see here, we have this door. So make sure they work. They work according to reality, because here in the county I live, this area here is fine. I never hear any problem. Even cars are open, during the day or even at night. Nobody steal anything here. At least I never heard. Maybe other neighborhoods, but not those neighborhoods. I have lived here for 20 years. So you make sure your knobs work. Here's it's a door, So just be safe. We are giving the basic guidelines. If you need anything extra to be safe, you're responsible for it. So you're responsible to make sure those knobs work, those locks. You see the lock here, if the lock works or not. Okay? All right. So as you see here, what you can do, yes, you can have, you can have a bed for the children, teens at your living room. It's all clear, you see. The only cabinet I still have is this one here, you see there? That's some different clothes we didn't put away, because we're doing the best we can, right? So you can have, that's safe, but do not keep children, teens to the front bedroom where people pass. And if you're on the first floor, you have to move right away to other floors above, right? People not stay on the first floor for many reasons I already said. Because we're going to be cleaning, we're going to be, moving things around. So we don't want snakes, we don't want scorpions, we don't want ants, we don't want anything, even other bugs, right? Okay? Or spiders, or, termites walking around the first floor. The first floor, you can keep your tools, you can have the kitchen, you can have the cafeteria, you can have meeting rooms or the offices, that's fine, but not residential. People living on the first floor, move right away before August 1st. Okay, before August 1st, find your way to move, to another apartment or another city, okay? All right, so be really organized and let's get going. We'll see you soon. We really appreciate your cooperation. So thank you so much, and it will be a gift to have your participation. So be always 100% safe and 100% smart. And here we are. We'll see you soon. Okay, remember, nobody gonna move in a hurry. If you have to move, there's 100 items. Look for that video. There's 100 items for you to check. Okay, nobody gonna move like crazy. That's forbidden. You have to check again, and make sure the new place is better where you are right now. Okay, because right now at least you know some neighbors, you know some friends, your kids and teens have school. Okay, do not move in a hurry or promise without proper paperwork. You need to check 100 items before you move. Make sure they have water, they have electricity, you can afford, they have food, they have schools, they have air conditioning if it's burning hot, or if they don't have anything worse than what you have right now. Or you stay right there. Maybe we have some rules and guides. Maybe you were a leader, we're asking you to move to another county, a neighbor county, two counties close by. That's fine. Okay? Do not move in a hurry. It's forbidden to move in a hurry. Okay? Even if you're going to a desert village, make sure it's official. Make sure it's written at our own organization new website that we don't have yet. We didn't post yet. Okay? All right. Be safe. Always be 100% smart, 100% safe. Do things properly. All right. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Okay, so up to 2 years, every married couple will have a cell phone. So they can learn, they can practice, for their tests. They can search, go to Google Translate, anything they need. After 2 years is one per family. Okay, one per family. All right, very good.
There's no distraction.
All right, so here's an improvement. So after 2 years only, the department directors will have a cell phone. And they will also have a cell phone only up to 10. I'm going to keep 10, or up to 18 years old, for reports to be easier to be done, and not 1 year for every decade that we're not going to use anything online, right? Except for supervising cameras, videos made on cameras. All right, so we're going to let you know if it's 10 or 18. But that is already decided. Here's 2, not 8. After 2 years, only department directors. All right, great. Okay, so I can't focus here right now. But anyways, for all videos, we're going to have the organization, the equipment needed, the safety of that area, and if it's food or whichever, planting, right? The operations, and preparations, okay, and materials needed. So those items I just said, we are going to have listed for everything we need. Okay, all right, very good, thank you. Okay, we're not going to have radios of any type. Okay, so everyone will use cell phones with internet from their own residential communities. Okay, and it's forbidden to have SIM cards or any other phone cards, they're not needed, or have all these phone providers. We're not going to have that. We're going to have internet phones. I'm going to use the least as possible, but for people to contact, if they need, parents need to call school or need to call someone, for documents they need, paperwork they need, or ask a question to someone, they have a phone, that's fine, okay? All right. But no radios. And the only exceptions for desert villages, they can have radios so they can talk to each other. 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes in the evening, so they have contact with someone and they're not completely isolated, because it's not our objective, as I said before, to hurt anyone. But when they talk, they record, and they can post their, we're going to figure out a way for them to post their videos, their records, right? Their report video, sorry. So for those that do not have internet, but we're going to find a way for everyone, even as soon as possible, even a desert village, to also have satellite connection with internet, so they can keep posting their reports, and everyone in all countries can see every place, every community, even the desert villages everywhere. Okay, so this will be as soon as possible for them to have internet, but until that day, yes, they can have radios. All right, so will be one email for every married couple. So already organize yourself, start practicing, carry over only what's really, really needed, such as documents scanned. Yes, keep a copy right there. Okay, and after the organization launching day will be only as asked. All the emails, we already have their family last name and 2 initials for their community, for their county, for their state, and for the country, okay, as listed. So we won't have any repetition. And maybe for country, we're gonna have a number, yeah, number, okay, instead of initials for country name, because we have what, 194, right? And after the organization, we're gonna have only 84, but we're gonna have numbers. Okay, let me see what else here from this page. I think basically is that. And yeah, nothing else. All right, so let's see from this page. I already got everything. Yeah, I'm putting them here this time. All notes from already posted. The other improvement is that I said the families can keep some scrap papers. They cannot keep scrap papers. They can only bring home flashcards that are already printed and glued to flashcards, you know, or flashcards made and bring back before they get the new set. But when families are not keeping, for 2 or 4 years, not keeping any extra papers, forbidden to draw at home, it's forbidden to write anything, or songs or things, they're gonna have plenty of time at their schools to practice those things, okay? To avoid problems, because some people, they, you know, they're awesome, right? So we have to figure out a way so people won't do any bad thing in any way. All right? Okay. The other thing is that we are not going to use the words a sin, a life that's broken, or repent on what they did wrong. We're not using those words, okay? What we will use, it's like the person did something wrong or the person did a crime. Those are the words more established, more firm, more clear, okay? Because sin can be many different things, right? So, but it's not really clear, okay? So the person did a crime and then the person goes to the electric chair. That's what's gonna be, if it's a real crime. If it's something negative and is forbidden, the person gonna lose points. Those are the only 2 things we're gonna have, all right? Okay, very good, thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, because we have many different realities, right? So if you're going to a friend's farm or a public park that you are authorized to get the seeds, you know, if they don't have many seeds, they're gonna share, and you already know how many you can get. All right, you get a half page like this, you know, and this is one option. And you bend, you see, like that, and make a little cone with paper or with large leaves, and put the seeds there, and then you close, you know, and then you're gonna make a little square or something, you know, close again the other opening. So it will be something, it will be more or less like this, you know, it will be more or less like this. So all the sides are closed, and you just put inside the plastic bag that you have, you know, that you already bring over, transparent plastic bag, such as this one is authorized. It's not 100% transparent, but this is from like cereal box. So it is a very good, reasonable transparency. That's okay. So you can put all the seeds there and bring it home, okay? So you don't have to bring that many. But of course you get more points if you already bring 4 or 10, whichever you need, small plastic bags, such as the small sealable bags, those very small, a half sandwich size. Of course you're gonna get more points. Make your videos. Say, yes, we collect, how many seeds you collect, how many types. You're gonna get points for everything. We're gonna establish the points afterwards. And if it's for pollination, you're gonna get points. But if it's for food or even rhizomes, you get the double. I think that's really reasonable, right? So for people to really make an effort and get seeds that we're gonna need most variety as possible of seeds, okay, to plant at our food gardens. All right? Okay, thank you. All right, let's go over. After the organization launching day, we're going to have the thrift stores that are ready, everything organized, clean, ready, set up, they can open to sell things and start business to keep going instead of giving everything for free. Until the organization launching day, people use the stores that are already available, or pay thrift store, pay new, or they can share the clubhouse for free. Okay, but after the organization launching day, we're not going to have free things anymore, so can start being organized. And the clubhouses can have up to maybe families moving out, they can give their items to keep there, and families coming in can check if those items are useful. Okay, all right? But as soon as possible for us to already have the thrift stores done this way. Okay, so a basic thing will be $2 and $4. And here I'm gonna tell about $1. So 2 points for t-shirts in good condition, without because we're not going to sell anything that can be fixable, such as missing a button. You fix. It's missing a zipper. Change the zipper or put elastic and make that short, that pants with elastic. Okay, so you fix. You're gonna have a team to fix things, to wash things, try to take stains away. All right? Okay. So that is the price. 2 points for t-shirts. 2 points, in reality, would be like $2, right? For a pair of socks. For a good baby, infant, or toddler clothes, such as a complete overall for sleeping, or a dress. No, we're not using dress. A complete overall, that would be $2, right? Or for pants, for shorts, for a good shirt or t-shirt, or okay. And $1 for infant, those very small clothes, such as only the short, only the pants, only the shirt, okay? But 2 will be for sweater, you understand? For things that are more expensive, they take more time, or they need a better material, okay? And 1 for the things that are very more simple, all right? Okay, so $4, that on the future will be 4 points, will be for special blouses. Female blouse will be for each jeans, shorts, each pants, or regular thick material, right? Not sleeping. I think we can put here. Simple sleeping is 2. More elaborated sleeping wear, 4 for everyone. Okay. So pants, pajamas, right? Okay, I think that is good. Yeah, more simple and more elaborated is 4. All right, for party dresses, I think $50 is good. Party or going out. Let's put here, going out. The people, it's a sale. The people will keep. Okay, the person will keep $50, I think. 50 points on the future, I think, is plenty for very special ones. For very simple ones, you can put 10 or you can put 20. So it will be 10, 20, 50. 50 is for the very special ones. 80. It's, I think, is wedding dresses. I think is reasonable. No, let's do 60. 60 because it's a rental. 60 is a rental, the wedding dress. Or very special, such as the parents, right? They can have very special clothes, that's fine. Okay, so let's go over again. For selling dresses, 10, 20, 50. For rentals of very special clothes, such as wedding dress and the parents, nobody else, the 60 I think is reasonable rental, and they have what? 1 day, 2 days, right, to return. Okay, 2 days to return. Okay, all right, so now let's go over the shiny things and little things attached to the dresses, right? So that's okay. That's okay. Female dresses, right? They have a little bit here or here or here. That's okay. Let's use the one we have right now until we have proper videos with explanations. The other thing, it's for special blouses that already have the shining on the material. That's okay as well. You know, those fabrics with shiny little things. So they're not really sewn and they are not glued to it. They are part of the fabric. That's okay as well. All right, that's okay as well. All right. So now let's give some explanation for wedding necklaces. So that's okay, we can have, and gonna be rental. The very special ones you have, fake or not, that's fine. All right. Now for sale, yes, we're gonna use for security reasons, gonna be helpful, such as a person went to this party with this necklace, that party, until we start having our children, teens making them, and ourselves, we're gonna make them. So yes, we can have simple ones. So very special ones gonna be for parties. So the couple, the bride can have, the bride mother-in-law, you know, the parents, the female parents can have, right? Mother-in-law. And I think siblings, female siblings can also have a very special necklace, rental. They're really straight related to the bride. For everyone else, they can use the more simple types that they can buy and use for 2 or 4 years, no more. It's very important for us to be rotating. And as soon as possible, our children, teens, ourselves, and grandparents gonna be making them, you know, with natural things, you know, simple ones, some more elaborated ones, okay? And here for those special ones, can be special in quality, can be special precious stones, or one is gold, or you know, doesn't matter if they're fake or not, but they're better quality, so they are for rental. Okay, they look more special, they are for rental. Okay, at the thrift store you're gonna have 2 different areas. So when you know, by the cashier, you're gonna have here place with glasses, right? The cashier, so one cashier can be here, the other there. If it's really busy, it's okay, or just one cashier. One side it's only rentals, the other side is only simple. They're gonna be under the glass, okay? For people not to be touching, they look and then they know what they want. The price is already there for rent or not, okay? So this side is one, this side is the other. And how you get to the center? So if you have, you know, count pass here too much. So do a half here, a half there, because those gonna get out, they're not coming back, and those will be coming back all the time, so that's fine. This is gonna rotate more. That's a half for each, like about a meter, you know, depends how big your store is, because the objective is to have one store for every 1 kilometer on that avenue, for example, right? So about a meter of showing area and a meter here, okay? All right, very good. Okay, this fabric here with many little shiny little dots, that's already part of the fabric. This is not the glitter added to it, you know. So when you shake, things does not come to the floor. This is different. Part of the fabric is okay, but it's forbidden to add glitter to fabric, you know. And you know they're gonna be walking, and because that is bad for the environment. So glitter, thicker or thin, it's forbidden anywhere, for crafting, for clothes, for hair, you know. Nowadays people use everywhere, you know, even in nails, and they glue to backpacks, to purses, okay? All right, so that's forbidden, it's different, that's glitter. I'm talking about is authorized, the fabric that you shake, you know, you shake and does not come things on the floor, okay? All right, so purses, female purses forbidden, because we don't need that. But bags is okay. The bags is okay. Reusable bags, the family. So they go to the store, they bring the bag, they have to show the empty bag before they come in. Such as here, the cashier, always gonna have a couple here, right? 1 or 2 couples. Look in people's bag, you know, on busy days, put 2 couples right there at the busy hours. And every of these places, people, it's forbidden for people to stay 2, 3, 4 hours there. So they're gonna open at the hour. I think that's the most reasonable. They open at the hour and they close at the hour 50. Everyone that entered on that time, they have to empty out and leave. The cashier closes at the hour and 55 minutes. So they have to, or they lose everything they have selected. So people buying, they have to go at the hour 40, the hour 20, and don't leave for the last minute, because they are going to close. That's the only way, you know. And then they look, walk around, look the bathroom, look the fitting room, right, where they check. And then nobody, okay, they open the door again at the hour, and whichever who is there ready, and they close soon after. And have these people gonna also have 1 hour to check the things, such as Saturday, you know, very busy days, okay? It's forbidden to have a day for discount. It's forbidden. Every day, the whole year, gonna be exactly the same. All right, so for rental dresses for wedding and special here, you know, for the mother and the mother-in-law and the siblings, that's okay. And for their own sons and daughters, you know, grandparents, the family themselves, they can rent or they can use dresses they already have, that's fine. But they have, so on the day they pick up, they can pay ahead, but then they pick up a day before. So they have, I think, 48 hours, right? If it's a business day, right? Or up to Tuesday. Let's do for everyone, right? Up to Tuesday at what? 8 a.m. I think that's reasonable, because if the couple will be traveling after, the grandparents or the siblings they trust gonna return up to Tuesday 8 a.m. So they have the whole Monday, you know. No, let's do up to Monday, 4 p.m. because then is a 5 p.m. 5 p.m. All dress, because everyone gonna be married on Saturday, Sunday, unless it's vacation. But let's do that every Monday, 5 p.m. or up to 48 hours during vacation days. I think that's really good. This is really reasonable. Okay, the couple get the person in charge to return it in case they're traveling. I think all this is gonna be fine, right? Okay, and for very special jewelry, for necklaces that I'm saying, they can also rent or they can use the ones they already have. That's fine, according to how many points they want to spend, right? That is fine as well. Okay, so the bags, the family bags, as soon as they purchase them, they have to write their names. So it's 2 bags per family with the bulky bottom. You know, the bulky bottom gonna be about 20 by 20 by, you know, those regular bags. Let me see here, because 30 is not good. Should be about 35 or so. Leave 35, okay? 20 by 35 for now, okay? Because we're not making new ones. Those are the ones that are authorized for sale for the family to have. And they show this couple at the entrance, they show. So this couple gonna be there at all times. Every time someone check out, they're right there. Open the door, let them go. Open the door, let them go. I think that's the best reasonable to control people to don't stay there walking around, walking 2, 3, 4 hours. Okay, such as Saturday for sure, because many people gonna have off. Or maybe Monday and Tuesday, because every people that work in a restaurant is gonna be going Monday and Tuesday. For the wedding dress that I gave this time to return it, so by Monday evening the dress is there. So that place have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Wash them entirely. It's mandatory to wash them entirely by hand wash with soap and water, okay, before they rent to the next person. So it's forbidden to have dry cleaning of any type for any clothes. It is hand washing every party dress, rental, and special suits, right? Okay, as well, or special dresses for the bride or the other family members, okay? All right, and but needs to be hand washed. So they have all these 3 days. So if they wash right on Monday here, let's put 2 p.m. They have to return by 2 p.m. because then they will return at lunchtime. I think that's the most reasonable, right early in the morning at 8 a.m. before they start going to work. And for this special reason, they can be at 1 hour late at work, the couple in charge to return it. Okay, so they can already wash that dresses Monday evening, you know, and then they have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to dry, you know, to do anything that's needed. Okay, or if they don't have many dresses already rented for that Friday, then they can wash on Tuesday. But if they do, if it's a busy month, right, some people like to marry in the spring and summer, okay, so they have all these days. So let's do that. So it will be Monday by 2 p.m. all the rentals need to be returned, okay? And if it's a vacation day, they have 48 hours, because if they're closed on Sunday, right? 48 hours to return, vacation days. All right, very good. One more update for all of us. Thank you so much. All right, so if you don't have plastic bags, yes, you can use paper. Already bring how many pieces of paper? Half page. You know, instead of going to the farm or to the park and don't have those large leaves. That's okay. But you lose points. Why? because if you already have those plastic bags of any type, you know, like a half sandwich size Ziploc sealable bags, those you get more points using them. And for every seed you bring, you will get your points. So go ahead, you know, and if you don't know names, like for example, you're going to a farm, you're going to already bring 10 little bags. When you come back, you have to put them in paper to dry, right? And on the next week, you're going to another farm, another park, bring those 10 little bags again. So have little pieces of paper, you know, to write the name of the plant. This is very important, to write the name of the plant. And if you're bringing little branches of plant that can be planted, the branch itself, such as many edibles, we can have that, you know, get the little, for example, for kale, collard greens, they already create that little sprout that you can just pinch it, you know, and take it out from the mother plant. But other plants as well, such as other ones, not going to give names, but anyways, you can already bring large bags like this one, like cereal bags or rice bags, depends the country you are, you know. So those bags can be sealable or not, but they're transparent, so you get more points for putting plants or rhizomes on transparent bags. If you need, of course, you're gonna get those bags and you're gonna put inside your cotton family reusable bags that already have your name. So you're gonna have 2, 4, I don't know, 10 bags, including the small ones for seeds and including those larger sizes for plants themselves. Such as pieces of branches that you can repot, put in water, they will create roots and so on. Okay, so when you get home, you show the video. Look, we got this and that, you know, already count ahead, you know. Yes, get your little, you know, little tiny pieces of paper and write how many, okay? All right, so to avoid making cuts on the video, always that's possible, you already plan ahead the whole thing and make one video without of making many videos cut. You get more points as well. So, for example, you brought 10 bags back home from this farm or from this park or from this other neighborhood or from someone's house, whichever it is. Okay, so let's say you brought 10 bags. So you're gonna count first all the seeds. Everyone gonna follow this pattern. All the seeds in paper or in a plastic bag, right? And then all the stems, right, that you brought, all the plants or all the rhizomes. So that will be the order. Okay, so first the seeds and then the plants. Okay, all right. And the third one gonna be rhizomes, such as yucca, turmeric, you know, any rhizome you will have. Okay, all right, very good, doing great. If you purchase things from the store the same way, you bring them home or you bring them to the counter of your clubhouse, gonna be the same order. First the seeds. Oops, sorry. First the seeds, then the plants, then the rhizomes right here. Okay? And the fourth will be the leaves, because some leaves, yes, you put them in water right here and they start getting roots right there. So that will be the order, okay? So seeds, plants or stems, right? And then rhizomes, and then the last thing will be leaves that you can also plant. I think that's a very good order, All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you so much. Very good. One more thing, organize, because then we will follow this pattern. The other thing I want to talk about, it's for little crafts that we can make, very simple ones. So every porch, every house, living room will have 2 hooks. 2 hooks on a porch, 2 hooks at the living room, away from the center where people walk. So we can put a string and with something hang according to the season. Simple things like this, you can get a thick string and hang. So one after another. So for example, 2 close by and then jump 10 centimeters and then other 2 here, on this string. That can be hand knitted, just to be thicker, and in color. So you can have 2, for example, here, cotton flowers, dry cotton flowers, and then you can have here, for example, 2 shells or 2 flowers you made hand knitting, like crochet. So people will have 4 or they can have 8 little things, always two close by. And I think it's reasonable to change twice a year, okay, during vacation time. So students can do at home and bring home at the end of semesters, and or they can do it at the clubhouse if somebody is offering those special days with things they have plenty of them. They can also do during vacation months, okay? All right, so every porch we'll do it right away, and it's mandatory to have. Let's start with the organization launching day, because that will be already something special. Why is that? Because we will keep recording videos from all houses, apartments of all countries. If we have those mini cameras, and people gonna transfer the rights to our organization. That's the objective, and they're gonna be kept checking. The same way you're gonna have the little bowl at the center of your table, the living room table, right? And another bowl at the kitchen, because everyone gonna have empty kitchens, but many kitchens is still there, right? For 2-4 years. Okay, so those 2 bowls and those 2 strings gonna be available. The bowls with those flowers and a few leaves to fill it up, gonna be done like that. So you have a bowl in the kitchen and a bowl in the living room. 2 places, mandatory. Every Sunday, every Saturday or Sunday, you play. Let's do Saturday because everybody already at the garden. Every Saturday you put new ones. A little bit like I showed in the other video, right? According to reality, what's planted, not to hurt, but just to have a little something at the table. Okay, so you have a placemat, under those bowls. So you have 2, one for the living room, one for the dining room, okay? So change every 1st of the month. Change this placemat. So you have 1 month white, 1 way that repeats only every 4 months. Okay, so you're gonna change that every 1st of the month. You change the placemat, and every Saturday you change the flowers. Okay, if you don't have many flowers, that's okay. Put some leaves there, right? Put some leaves there, but at least 1 flower, right? Everybody should have at least 1 wild flower, even that small. Okay, all right. Or if you don't have any flower, maybe you have shells or seeds, that's okay. Get your bowl without water and put a few seeds there. That's okay too. All right? According to reality. Okay, some seeds, some nuts that they were not processed, not to be eating. Okay? but for decoration of that week, and then you bring to the clubhouse, so you're gonna eat those seeds there, something like that. Or if it's a lot, such as sunflower seeds, then it's okay. You keep for the whole week, and then Saturday morning you can eat them. That's all right. If it's very simple, that's plenty for everyone. A little bit for each family, that's fine. If it's sunflower, right, that is really a lot for everybody. Okay, and then Saturday, you're gonna fill up, with something new. Okay, different. All right. So every week will be something different. Do not repeat. Do not make repeats. So if some families, for example, have a lot of Mexican sunflowers, or you have a lot of grass, weeds, flowers, use them, or you have a lot of lemon balm. That's okay. Put a little water in a bottle and many sticks of citronella, for example. It's okay. But remember, don't have repeats every 4 months. The best as possible, okay? All right, so you can plan ahead. Get your family records book. Already make a plan on what's going on, so every up to Thursday, you already have a plan for the Saturday, what you're going to be harvesting. And you wash that and you don't repeat. So if you 1 week you bring sunflower seeds, because you have plenty of that, okay, so the other week you get what? A few sunflower leaves, for example, or something else. All right, very good. You're doing really great. Thank you. All right, the other thing that I didn't say, I said the order. You're always going to show in your videos, right? First the seeds, then number 2 is the stems, number 3 is the rhizomes, right? And number 4, leaves. Okay, so when you make your videos, you're going to make on this order. If you purchase them until the organization launching day, we still use money, right? So you're going to get twice the points. So you're going to get, but not the double. So you're going to get points for having them, and also the money you spend. To be reasonable, right? So people can have efforts for things that will be useful instead of using points or money for things that really doesn't matter for anybody, right? Okay, so I think that's reasonable. All right, very good. Thank you. All right, so the other thing, use plastic or fabric gloves is forbidden. The use of any glove is forbidden. The only exception is for thick fabric, for garden work, not for any garden work. It's garden work with thorns, or clean up areas where they don't know. So they're picking up bricks that are laying down there for too long, then it's okay. Or they are picking up pieces of wood that's there for a long time at the garden. So they're cleaning up. That's how you call. The only exception for gloves, it's for clean up areas, garden, right? Or plants with thorns. Okay, so remember, you have to send the dogs first, see if there's no snakes, or scare them away, okay? Or even some animals, because some animals, they don't harm right away, such as raccoons. But if you see one of them too close, you might get scared, So for us to be reasonable, areas that people don't walk for a long time, send the dogs first. Every residential community, I said 2 before, but we're going to have 4 dogs at every residential communities. They're going to be bringing them to the schools. Yes, they bring them to the schools, right? Until the schools start to have their garden. They always have their land checkup, where people were not walking before. Send the dogs ahead to move around, to scare, scare any animal away. Okay? All right? And of course, teach them, or call them, make sure they come to you if they see snakes, to don't fight with poisonous snakes, to come home. Come to the owners, I mean. Don't let them be fighting with poisonous animals, right? Okay? They have to listen to you. So for now, we're going to have 8 dogs. Let's see, 8 dogs per residential community up to 2 years. And then after that, only 4. After that, only 4 per community, per residential community. I think that's really reasonable. Which dog's gonna be? The ones here, the ones approved by everybody, and the final approval will be by the 10 department directors. If you already have the 10 department directors, you can only have 8 dogs for the whole residential community. That's plenty. Let's say 2 for every 100 residents. Yeah, I think that's more reasonable. 2 for every 100, because there are many areas we're going to check now. We're going to check the own resident community, maybe lands close by. I think that's reasonable. 2 dogs for every 100 residents. So it's not going to be 8 anymore. As I said, here's not going to be 8 anymore. Let's do now 2, okay? And after that, in 2 years, let's do improvement here. In 2 years, will be 2 per every 200 residents. Yeah, I think that's more, objective. Okay? So 2 for every 100 residents, and then after 2 years, 2 for every 200 residents. Okay? And then I'm gonna be shorten up, but until that time you're gonna decide. Until we get only 4 per residential community, we're gonna tell which year will be that. Maybe 6 years. All right, 6 or 8. Okay, we're not gonna let you know, because they can be very helpful now. Against snakes, against all these other animals you don't know, because gonna be moving things around, and they bark and they tell, or people, or so they're very useful. Okay, all right, and I will let you know if we have more improvement. Thank you. So let's keep going very quick. Every cleanup, every activity, everything is to have closed-toed shoes. All right, can be a proper shoes, can be tennis shoes, can be rubber boots. Need to be a closed-toed shoes. The only exception is to go to the pool or the beach. That can be done with flip-flops. If you have a river, you don't go to swim in a river anymore. Many rivers give parasites to people. They're not healthy. Stop going. All right, find another way to have fun. Go to a park, go to another location. Stop swimming unless the water is really, really clear. All right, in a spring or something. Do not go to rivers anymore. All right, very good. Because we have to avoid everything that may cause health problems to people, So, and the rivers, dirty rivers, or contaminated rivers with mercury and many different things, it's not good. The other thing, if you eat any type of fish in any country, you have to eat cilantro with it every day. Okay, it's okay to eat fish how much you want, not to pregnant women, of course. But tuna, all those large fishes, you have to be careful with the mercury. And in some rivers, in some countries, even that they are not large fish, you have to be careful as well. Okay, all right. For people that are working, adults, it's mandatory to have 10 minutes break in the morning and 10 minutes break in the afternoon. 15, let's do 15. Because then people have time to go to the bathroom, drink water, and be outside. It's mandatory for these 15 minutes to be outside. If the class was already outside at the half sun, half shaded areas such as under a tree, then it's okay. They can stay a little more inside and drink more water, then it's okay. But if the class was inside, they have to quickly go to the bathroom, drink water, and be outside most of these 15 minutes, okay? Those 15 minutes going to be shared, according to the number. For example, if they're having classes or work, according to the number of bathrooms you have and people there present. Of course, make common sense if everyone's gonna have the same exact time or 2 different breaks. But it's forbidden for people to have breaks anytime they want. We need proper consistency in the middle of the work hours or in the middle of study hours, okay? So it will be established by the owner, of the business owner, right? Or for teachers, going to be established, they already go have fun with their own students. They don't have a separated morning or afternoon break. They have only their lunch break by themselves, okay? But in the morning, they have breakfast with the kids. In the afternoon, they eat snacks with their kids. And young kids up to 4th grade also have their own class teacher eating with them. That's important to have consistency. Teachers know they're present. And for 5th graders and up, so remember, 5th graders gonna be part of the middle school and not elementary school as done here in the United States, okay? That's important. So we have 1 to 4, it's elementary. 5 to 8, it is middle school. And then we have 6th grade for high school, from 9th to 14th grade. That's okay, 6 grades for them, but that's all right. The other thing is forbidden for people to carry very heavy boxes of anything. If it's fabric for sale, if it's food, if it's, so I think a reasonable amount, I think is 20 kilos maximum. Okay, for males, for females, I think that's reasonable. We don't want to get anybody hurt. And we're not going to have many different weights, right? 20 kilos, the person can carry themselves. After that, they have a helper, they put in a cart, okay? For us to save our bags, because some elders, they have back problems already, so, we don't cause more problems, okay? The other thing is for chiropractor. So it is forbidden for people to schedule any new chiropractor. Students of all ages gonna learn how to do, adjustments, chiropractor just for their own family members of all ages, including for infants that may be born with those problems, leg problems. And usually nowadays they put those like not cast, but like frames to keep the leg in a certain position so they won't be limping when they grow up. Okay, so the parent's gonna learn how to put that infant straight, every day, simple adjustments. So people will be going to proper classes according to their own family member needs. It's forbidden to go to a special location for that. From the organization day on, that's mandatory. And also from the notice day on, for clinics to already to close down and for people to find another job, plant food, everyone that don't know what to do, they have business that have to close down, go plant food, because food everyone gonna need, because we're gonna stop having food from other states and other countries. All right, procedures to wash hand. It's obvious, but we need that as well. Number 1, wet hands and first part of the arm are up to the elbows. That's for good washing, right? Before cooking and also after cleanup of land or garden work. Number 2, apply soap. hand soap or bar soap many times, rubbing. Scrub hands, wrist and first parts of the arm for 20 seconds. Rinse thoroughly. Dry hands with single-use paper towel. You're not doing paper towel after organization launching day, so already cancel them, put a blower, and when you move to a new city, bring that blower with one of you. Can be useful to other locations that don't have a blower yet, okay? Don't dry in your clothes. You can only dry hands on your clothes at your own house, but not at the clubhouse, not for cooking, not at schools, not at job locations, because for us to be sure people are drying hands on clean towels. Okay, and then you use the back of your hand to close the faucet, all right? Okay, the best as possible. And also, always open the door of the bathroom to leave the bathroom with your shoulder. If the door opens towards the inside, ask, as soon as possible, your community or work need to open the door the other way around, or leave a clip with the door open. That's fine. Door stop. If it's too busy, you have other priorities, put a door stop and leave the door open. Okay, that's fine, no problem. If you're doing a sanitizer, you need to rub and still be wet for 28 times, rubbing your hands. And of course, then you have to rub the back as well, between the fingers and wrists, okay? And if it's to deal with food, and then every time you deal with food, you have to wash the whole arm from the elbow to the wrist as well. The only video games that are authorized for children of all ages until the end of the 14th grade, so from, I think, second graders and on, a little bit, right, for the elementary school, such as once a week, but from middle school and above, twice a week or daily, according to how many laptops, computers you have. So it is okay for English learning and English testing. And it's also okay for math learning and math testing. It's forbidden to use for science because children are going to be learning science outside. Okay? All right, very good. Here's the basics and let's get it done. So for now, until we have our own games, use accordingly, be wise and select. You, the teacher, select. As soon as they're not shooting anyone, not hurting any animals, not destroying buildings, you want to avoid children, teens to see those things, right? Avoid, no, really be forbidden. We are going to demolish cities for necessity, but not for people to be seeing games, shooting, so it needs to be other type of math and English games and testing, such as matching, sliding, or anything else. You can even have animals for now, it's okay, right? But no sugar, no ice cream, no cakes, nothing, no sweets of any type. It's okay if they have a bread, but no pizza. So, no pizza, no cake, nothing sweet, no candies, no granola bars, So, just be reasonable. A little bit, it's okay, because most of the math games going to be outside in person, but every student of all countries need to have access to computers and laptops so they can start learning for all the testing, for all the grades up to their grade they're attending right now. So it's very important. And those things, each teacher to be reasonable. And from the organization launching day on, going to be only the established games, authorized established games. And also, so animals is okay, stones, rocks, plants, trees, all those games are okay, all right? Like I said, matching, sliding, but not those to create new words, because our children, teens, are learning how to copy text. That's the main learning English. Spelling will be copying things, okay, and not creating, like those that you have to pass crosswords, right, that they have to create or slide and match letters to create a word. Those we're not doing because they're children things, they're not really well established. Even here in the United States, we see so many mistakes, spelling mistakes, because they don't copy enough. So they're going to be copying, make their books the same as Waldorf schools. All right, very good. All right, the other thing is that for napkins, if you already have them, you can use them for something useful, such as, according to reality, if you need to use as paper towels, instead of already putting them on a compost, use them. The ones that have ink, you have to put them all the way on the bottom, for the ink to leach out. The ones that are white, you can use them anywhere. All right, very good. Or those brownish that were not bleached, it's okay. But you have to observe if they are not bleached, a little bit white, or they're painted in beige. That's different, okay? Everything paint, cardboard, everything used the lowest as possible on the bottom of the containers or on the bottom of those garden beds. The other thing, we're not using, we can use the military food, but we are not using military heaters. Those bags that you just add a little air or you add a little water and they heat up. We don't need that. People can eat cold food, that's fine. All right. So if you have jelly, it's okay to keep them. You get a few spoons of that jelly and mix with water and make a little juice, right, for the hydration drink. Use the worst first, such as those with hydrogenated, for syrup of any type, those that have more chemicals. If you have better options, that's fine, you have better options, but if you don't, use what you have. First, the worst ones, okay? Here's the bag I was telling you about. We have different bags, that they're heating pad oven instructions in a bag. We don't need that. It's forbidden to use this. So if you have those already, throw them away. We're not using them, okay? People are going to open their cans or their bags, right, such as those military kind of food, or those bags for emergencies, right, that can hold for many years. Use them first and have the regular food to be used afterwards, because those, they have aluminum inside, you can't recycle. So use them as soon as possible, so you can send all those trash as soon as possible, okay? And then you're gonna keep the cans and other food, all right? Because then it's easy to recycle, even keep them clean. No animal's gonna come. And once a week, one of the couples put them in a bicycle and bring them to recycle centers if you already canceled the trash pickup, the truck pickup. Okay, so when you have to wash your hands, you wash your hands after using the restroom, before and after handling any food, after touching hair, face, or body, or own clothes, after touching a baby or someone else, or before you touch a baby, also wash your hands, such as parents, after sneezing, coughing, or using a tissue, after eating, drinking, you do it again, after handling any chemical, such as pool chemical, after handling garbage, after cleaning tables, such as restaurants, or dust, from classrooms, from homes, after touching clothing and aprons. We don't have aprons. After touching anything that might contaminate your hands, such as raw food, eggs. All right. Now for pool, what we're gonna do? We are going to use those chemicals that we already have, so let's make enough, I think, for 4 years, because it's important for people to have some fun if the pool is not huge, The huge ones, you can already take them out, okay, and punch the bottom and, you know, take the sides and then cover with dirt and plant things, trees there. But the small ones we can keep, you know, the residential communities that are apartments, we can keep those pools, all right, to be used. So let's keep the chemicals, the chlorine, let's make for 4 years, and after that, the pool's gonna be only with salt, because everyone gonna be, hopefully, right, not everyone, but most of the people gonna be close to the beach, and we're gonna make salt. So the pool's gonna be salt because that is easier. I believe that that's easier to make instead of the chlorine, but we're gonna let you know afterwards, okay? Because I don't have time to search online right now. But let's make it reasonable and put them in buckets in proper deposit rooms, enough for 4 years, okay? And we're gonna give a proper estimate afterwards. But small pools, every large pool, such as for gyms and large residential communities, they already can close down if they're in the center of continents. And we're gonna keep only up to 200 kilometers from the beach area. Thank you. This I didn't finish the other time. We are not going to have 200 people. That's too much. I think one of the videos I said that by mistake. We are going to have 200. Oh, sorry. Not 200 families. Yes. About 200 people. Okay, so yes, about 200 people. All right? Okay, thank you. Here it is. So the other thing is that this military food comes already with plastic silverware. So if you have plastic disposable silverware of any type, already dispose them, because every country should already have metal regular silverware, forks and spoons to eat, because we're not going to have table knives. We have to cut meat at the kitchens, preparing kitchens, right? 1 cubic centimeter or 2, no more, right? Depends what it is, if it's soft or hard, okay, or if it's for little children or preschools. All right, so already recycle them all, because we're not going to use them. Also, those made in bamboos that they look like plastic, already dispose them, because they're not 100% reusable. So already recycle them all, okay? Very good. All right, the other thing is no candies of any type, and you're gonna use the granola bars and jelly, jams as soon as possible. And seasoning only for garlic. Only for garlic in big pieces, not those, you know, that you don't know what it is. And salt the same way, plain salt. But for all the other things you can use before the clubhouse, but not there anymore, okay? Because we don't know what are on those things. Many are not even true in many countries, you know, they're fake things, they blend with other things, okay? And as the coffee, instant coffee, use first as soon as possible. Yes, can be used at the clubhouse, but soon as possible, you know, until the end. And then use the regular coffee, okay? All right? That is already in powder. And then you're going to use the grains to be used, to grind the grains. That's the third step. The coffee grains at your own residential communities. Chocolate, it's okay to use. If use the worst that have many mixtures, you know, use it first. Use where? I don't know, according to reality. Mix with some oats, make mini bites, or peanut butter, you know. If you still have almond milk, or whichever you have, that's fine. Or smash with some bananas, you know. It's an anti-inflammatory, you know. It's a good coffee by itself. Chocolate by itself. Yeah, chocolate powder, you know, 100% chocolate powder. If they are mixed with other things, with sugar or hydrogenated fat, whichever it is, use the worst first and the plain product afterwards, okay? chocolate pudding or vanilla pudding, that's okay. Use it, but use it first. Who are you gonna give to? To children, maybe 5 years old and older, not to the very young, because you can't, we are doing the best we can so they don't get sick. And not to anyone 40 years old and older, because many people already have diabetes, already have other health problems. We don't want them to have low immune system. Give a little bit each day and already get rid of it as soon as possible, okay? Very good. So peanut butter is okay, those chocolate spreads is okay, butter it's okay, margarine is okay, everything is okay. Just try the worst products, have sugar or they're unhealthy. Give to children 5 or 8 years old up to 40 years old, no less and no more. And they can be used according to reality, used where it's possible. Also tapioca powder to make little tortillas, tapioca tortillas or wheat tortillas. Tortillas okay, breads okay, crackers okay, all these things okay. Use the worst products first, the ones that have mixtures on them, okay? And those that use too much space. For example, in a freezer, instead of keeping bread, of course, you're gonna keep meat, real meat, chicken or whichever it is. And fruits, frozen fruits, you can keep it too, not breads, right? Okay, because you're gonna see what's more valuable. And you can have at your clubhouse 10 refrigerators. That's fine for now. If you have a lot of food that's being donated, don't waste them. Get 10, 20 refrigerators. That's fine. Have 2 separate clubhouses. I didn't mention that before because some neighborhoods have a few hundreds apartments. So try to have one kitchen for every 100 people, every 100 apartment. Depends if they are big kitchens or little kitchens, okay? Make the best common sense as possible. The other thing for kitchen pots and pans and can openers and everything else, even for coffee grinder, those that you push. So receive everything from the residents, get one Saturday, a whole morning or whole afternoon to organize and see the best and share with the other cafeteria of the clubhouse and send to the school, because many schools were used to have fast food before, so now they also gonna have a few kitchens, 1, 2 or 4, but not 3. Okay, and the residential communities as well, business that never offer food before, they're gonna start offering, and we're gonna lessen the days, the rest and hours restaurants are open. People gonna go less to restaurants and have more food at their own work area and their own study site. So the very strong Pyrex, those with borders, that's okay, because we're avoiding flat plates or trays. We're trying to see, to have the sides 2 or 4 centimeters tall on the sides, such as platters with sides. They're not called platters, but anyways, just for you to be really clear. So Pyrex, it's okay, because people are not going to get a hammer and bang them, right? So many people can have them for decades and decades, so everyone can do the same, pay attention and, they're never gonna break. So for 2 or 4 years, for 4 years for sure, we can have those Pyrex, all right? And so get everything that's left over. Call business owners, call schools, see who needs that. Keep some extras to yourself, all right? Don't throw them away, nothing related to kitchen, those basic items. And then you already organize, how many cafeterias you're gonna have at each residential community, okay? And also the silverware, you can share them. Every Friday, all computers, all laptops, all cell phones being used for everybody, they need to be turned off so they can, save, renew, be better. And the factory reset, I think we can check every twice a year for the first 4 years. I think that's reasonable. Really do a factory reset. Make sure they don't have anything extra on them downloaded. And for schools that are authorized to have games, the English games and math games for all age groups. Yeah, math as well, even elders, that do not know, of course, can have some games to improve their skills. And while they learn how to use the computer, they also can improve their skills. So these two games, the teacher is authorized to download the games that they have available. They know they're good. Make a research, ask, talk to one another. Okay. So when the entire class, you can do 2 for each and no more. 2 for English and 2 for math. No more. Okay. That is agreed with all the other teachers and the people in charge. The present owners or the new department directors. Okay, when the whole class really knows well those 2 for math, and then you can download the other 2, the following, skilled following 2 games on that area, English or math. For elders, the same way, so you keep the same exact game for the whole month maybe, or even for 2 months. And when you see about 98%, 100% of the students are really good on those 2, and then you can download 2 more. Very good. And of course, you're also gonna plan many games outside, jumping, running, playing, singing songs, right, clapping, and so on, having sand little bags, okay, outside games for everything, including English and math. Okay, here we are. Thank you so much, volunteers, for typing all our updates, and we see you soon.